Hello everyone, welcome back to Fallout 4 Heavy Weapons Only, with me, Super Twonky. And last time we did a few finishing, kind of wrapping things up things at Nuka World, and then did a little bit of prep work, and now we've arrived here in Far Harbor. And I think the first thing I'm going to do is actually go back to the Commonwealth to grab one more thing. Crispy Bacon brought up in his comment on my last video that the Hunter's minigun I got from that super mutant would be a really good weapon to bring to Far Harbor. And I had considered it on the last video, but ultimately decided against it, and I kind of am going to go back on that now. So I'm just going to go to Hangman's Alley to grab it. I was hesitant to bring it with me initially, because I wanted kind of more of a pure nautical theme where the Sergeant Ash was the only real exception. But I realized, after seeing that comment, that this might be my last real chance to use a minigun and have it not be severely underpowered. Because really there's only 4 miniguns I can think of that would be like decent that I could find, and that would be obviously an exploding minigun, and then a wounding minigun, plasma infused or freezing. And I think even plasma infused and freezing minigun would kind of be on the line between, you know, good and not good enough. There are the harpoons. Any more of these guys want a tango? Doesn't seem like it. So yeah, hopefully this won't add too much extra time to the video itself. I'm gonna try to get down Hangman's Alley and come back as quickly as possible so we can move on with Far Harbor. Alright, so all of my settlers are going nuts over these super mutants. So I guess we'll help them out. Oh, there you are. And I've been in caution ever since first leaving the Nakanos, like ever since running into the ghouls there on the beach. And it's prevented me from upgrading my minigun, so yeah, I'll see if I can work that out. And through the magic of editing, we are back in Far Harbor. And I've turned on the Living on an Edge quest, because we're going to want to help all of the people here, so let's make the rounds and talk to everybody.
You're that mainlander who just got here. Better watch yourself. I should know. I watched the island tear down the greatest family that ever set foot in Far Harbor.
Sounds interesting.
I thought you might say that. My family, the Daltons, was the pride of Far Harbor for It was lumber and fish. The island's been getting revenge ever since. But now our story takes an unexpected turn. With the stranger's help, the last living Dalton finally has a chance to avenge her bloodline.
Let me guess. I'm the mysterious stranger who's gonna help you avenge your family.
You're a quick one. Now, on to the first chapter. Beatty was my cousin. He was out foraging at the National Park campground. Anyway, he made it back to town, but died from his injuries then. Of course, those ferals are still out there.
Those ghouls are as good as dead.
Good.
Okay, we gotta kill some ghouls for Cassie. And she has a few other quests she's gonna send us on, so there is always the option of just completing all of them and then turning them all into her at once, which is a possibility. I might consider that.
Avery.
I hope the harbor's being good to you.
What's there to do in town?
Brooks sells general goods. Besides that,
You know of anyone that could use some help?
it's never easy to ask anyone on this island for help. But I've got a responsibility to these people.
I'm happy to help with anything I can.
If you say so. We get our drinking water from a purifier not far outside of town. We had a bad storm not long before you got here, and I sent Howard Dunbar out to fix them. I was hoping you might go have a look. If you're up to it, just head south out of town. I wouldn't ask a stranger.
All right, I'll head out there now.
Good.
Okay, so we it the quest to go find Howard. That's a pretty easy one.
Mariner.
The hull took a battering, to be sure. But she wouldn't be standing at all if it weren't for you. They call me the Mariner.
The town's lucky you're here.
You blowing smoke up my sails. I don't suppose you'd be willing to lend a hand. And they won't be easy to come by.
Sign me up. I'll help.
Eagle's Cove Tannery. Tools are certain to be there. Now get.
And we get the quest to get the tools for the Mariner. So, yeah, let's do all of that. I think what I'm gonna do for now is I'm gonna store probably the Sergeant Ash. Just to clear up some carry weight, because I am going to be wanting to pick up a bunch of junk. And I'll see how, I'll see if the minigun comes in handy while we're out doing this stuff. First up, we're going to have Mirelurks, so we're going to be using our Exterminator's harpoon gun with the flechettes. Oh yeah. Oh, that's right, this thing... I'm gonna try just hip firing this thing now that I have steady aim, because otherwise it doesn't reload automatically. That's kind of a pain. Poor Howard. We'll complete your mission, buddy. Alright, just heading up the road to file condenser number 3. And that is going to trigger some Mirelurks to pop out. Fairly certain. Yep, there we go. Or... I was gonna say there should be at least 2, right? Where'd the other one go? Oh, there you are. Hey. And then now I think we skip over to the National Park Campground. And I can already tell I'm gonna love having the jetpack here in Far Harbor. It's not something I've done a whole lot before. And I'm running into this again. I'm in caution. I wonder if it's something to do with the vertebrate rights. Just putting you in caution status forever. Alright, well, ghouls are up here. Maybe we can take some down with the, some down first with the scoped Admiral's friend. Alright, now we're in danger. Switch to the flechettes. Oh man, 6 harpoons. I forgot how fun this thing is, and with steady aim, it's pretty nice. I don't really feel the need to aim down sights. Is that all of them? I guess it's hard to tell since I am permanently in caution. I'm gonna try to... I'm gonna need to sleep just to get rid of that. Okay, and then from here, I guess we'll just go over to Eagle's Cove Tannery. Probably gonna run into a bunch of trouble along the way, I'm guessing. So maybe we'll run into something that the minigun will be useful for. Or we'll just run into more ghouls. I guess that's an option too. The minigun might be useful against ghouls just in general, though. Maybe we should just do that. Yeah. Alright. Close range ghouls, probably swap to the minigun. Oh hey, we're out of caution. Alright. And this is... Is this a super mutant camp? I thought there might be one along the way. Here's a butcher. Alright. Admiral's friend seems like a good bet here. Ooh. A legendary overlord, huh? Ooh. Almost got him. There we go. Oh my goodness. A wounding harpoon gun? Dude. I don't know how good this actually is though. Because yeah, wounding especially shines on rapid fire weapons. Man, if this were a minigun, it'd be so good. But this probably isn't actually that great. Oh, it missed. Alright. There we go. Oh, another super mutant. Or another legendary. Let's see what you got. Oh, the ultimate Fallout 4 meme gun. Ghoul Slayer's Gamma Gun. This is a true legendary weapon here. So that means we've gotten... I don't know, there are certain legendaries in this game that are just iconic, right? Like, either Instigating or Two-Shot Gauss Rifle, which we got the Two-Shot earlier, and the Ghoul Slayer's Gamma Gun on the other end of the spectrum is, yeah. It's just iconic. I'm actually really glad we found that. That's great. Okay. Take care of you. I think there's gonna be one more up here. Oh, really? Wow. I feel like that should not have taken 3 shots. But oh well. Wow. Overdrive in the wild. Hardly ever see that. And more ghouls down here. Or at least one. I can kinda see him. Yeah, got him. A rotting feral. Got him. There's probably gonna be more. Minigun just to be safe. Yep, there's one. Oh, trappers. Okay. You know what, minigun? It's not terrible. I guess it was pretty bad against that guy. I didn't hit him a whole lot, but it didn't seem like it was actually doing too much. Forgot they had a place up here. Where are you at, buddy? Maybe we'll find each other. Alright, and then this should be the tannery up here. Man, I really didn't realize there was a trapper. Oh wait, this isn't the tannery. Is it? I guess we're like super close to it. Alright, here we are. At the tannery. Kill these sleepy ghouls. Ooh, that one's a legendary. Minigun. Aren't you shooting, minigun? I've noticed some of these. Wow. 470? I'll bring it with me for now. I've noticed whenever I swap to the minigun, it sometimes takes a long time to fire. Although, I wonder if that's just an issue with the harpoon gun. And yet, there is a trapper down here somewhere? I heard him anyway. There you are. You really don't see me? Dang it. Whoops. Yeah, I got him goals. Good job, goal. Alright. There we got the outside a little bit clear. Let's just head into the tannery. Oh, and we leveled up. Action boy. Hey guys. I'll just let these guys out.
Sweet.
Seems to work okay. Although I feel like the Sergeant Ash probably would have been better. Ah. Oh my goodness. I'm gonna take this just in case we can break it down at a weapon bench for the mods.
Nice.
Ooh. Legendary erotic, huh? Let's see what you got. Garbage. I'm not even gonna pick it up. Yeah, irradiated really just tanks the value of an item. Like, if this was any other legendary effect, it'd be worth way more than just 59. Wow, jet fuel? We found an overdrive and a jet fuel in the wild? I'm using the instigating here. Whoa. That was one nasty boy. Got the power tools. Wait, there's a berry mentats in there too. What is going on with these advanced chems in all these places? I wonder if it's just because I'm doing a DLC at a high level? And here we go. To help out Machete Mike. Whoa. That was some serious poison damage there. What on earth? You okay there, dude?
Hold up! I've been casing those ghouls for weeks. Waiting for an opening. And you dive in, and choppy chop, bang bang, and the whole lot of them. You even know what you got right there? A premium set of Pellman's power tools.
With the shape of the world right now, tools like this are useful.
Exactly. You got it. Wait. Oh, Mariner sent you, didn't she? No matter what she's offering, it's nothing. I'll pay you 2,000 caps right here, right now. Deal?
Nope.
I'll pass on the offer.
I ain't hanging around forever.
I really won't regret it. I have got plenty of caps, dude. Sounds like there's another ghoul. Okay, cool. Nice little successful completion of these little missions. Let's head back to Far Harbor, turn them in, and see what they want us to do next. Actually, on the way there, let's take a little bit of a detour. I believe it's up here. Maybe I'm wrong. But I think that's where Cassie's gonna send us next to kill the fog crawler. That looks like we got the Mirelurk random. Most of the time I cross this bridge, it's mines. Let's see, is this Dalton Farm? I think it is. Which means there is a fog crawler somewhere around here that Cassie is going to want us to take care of, and there it is. Alright, broadsider. Here we go, got it. Oh, no, this is the bridge I was thinking of. That has the mines. Let's blow those up. Also passing by the unique set of Vim power armor here, which I kinda want to grab, but I'm probably not going to. But it's pretty neat. T51 with unique Vim paint job. In case you're curious, we are right here on the map. And I guess we'll kill some ghouls too. Hey, there's a legendary. What do you got? Not that great, but we can sell it.
That's it.
And the rest of these ghouls dealt with pretty easily. Okay, I was gonna say, did I take care of these trappers already? And the answer is no. And one of them's a legendary. Man, I feel like I've been getting a lot of legendary enemies on this run. Maybe just because I've been going through the content a lot quicker than I did on YOLO. So it just feels more noticeable. What? Oh, holy crap. The legendary must have had a fat man. He had a crippling fat man. Are you serious? Well, damn. That was a sound I was not expecting to hear. Wow. Yeah, we'll carry that back with us. My goodness. There is a part of me that wishes it had landed just so I'd know that I would be able to survive a mini nuke. But at the same time, I'm also kind of glad that it didn't. So, I guess we have a crippling fat man here. And yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and break down my weapons and then we'll make the rounds.
Hey, Mariner.
You been to the Tannery? You find my tools yet?
Here are your tools.
A fair bit of luck running into you. And now to work on the hull.
Alright, full hull breach taken care of. So we'll go ahead and talk to Avery. Think she might be sleeping.
Those fog condensers are back online.
Good. Our water supply was starting to get low. Wasn't sure how much longer we could hold out. Did you find Howard?
He died trying to get those condensers fixed. The man is a hero.
Yes. Yes, he is. Well, I said it was paying work.
Thanks. Glad I could help you out.
That makes two of us. Now, here's your pay.
Rip Howard. Okay. Wait, not yet, Teddy. I'm gonna turn this in first.
I wiped out the feral ghouls at the campground.
The hero of our saga returns triumphant. It's only right you get paid for your troubles.
I wasn't looking to get paid. I'm just happy to help you out.
You're a good person. I've been thinking about what's next. You'd never want something awful to happen to them.
Uh-huh. I'm sorry.
Everybody was.
Sure.
He had a farm little ways north of here. The island sent something after him. A huge monster. Grandpa bravely stood his ground. If you can take out that shell-backed devil...
Uh-huh. The fog crawler at the farm? It's already dead.
Wonderful. With that fog crawler gone, we can send some folks up there to get the place ready for you. That's right. The farm is yours. And here's another 200 caps.
Really? It's no trouble.
Well, I hope you know how much it means to me. Now, I don't have to tell you that the bonds of blood and family are strong. But if you ask me, the strongest among them is the bond that exists between two married people. That's why the last part of this tale is the hardest one for me to tell.
Believe me, I know exactly how you feel.
If that's true, then I'm sorry to hear it. My late husband, Daniel, was the best fisherman this island ever saw. One day, a day I'll never forget. I see Danny's boat pulling up with his crewmen all shouting and carrying on. Turns out some trappers moved into the lighthouse.
Right.
Their leader was having a little target practice. Shot Danny right between the eyes.
Sure.
You go and get that son of a bitch.
I'll make that trapper pay.
All right then. Remember, trappers may be half crazy from the fog.
Alright. What do you want, Teddy?
Hey, Doc.
You are a curious specimen. Despite our friendly town doing its best to chase you out, you keep helping us ingrates all the same. I got to ask, why do you keep at it?
You're good people in some dire straits. Figured you could use a hand.
Huh? You running for office? Well, if that's the truth, we don't deserve it. Most folk here are set in their ways, yes? It makes no difference how hard you try to get in good. Heck, it took my family 3 generations before the Daltons would sell us a heel of bread. But there's a way. A downright insane way, mind you. You can turn even the most stubborn fool around.
I'd love to change their opinion of it.
Do it right. All mainlanders might get treated better. In olden times, leaders were chosen by something called the Captain's Dance. Legends say the toughest, meanest, and outright craziest hopefuls would chum the waters and lure out the worst the island could throw at. Once the would-be captain killed the Mirelurk Queen, or Fog Crawler, or what have you, they'd invite the whole island to feast off the bounty. You do this, well, you won't be made captain, but you'll earn respect.
Right. I'm ready to become a legend then.
You what? You crack me up. There's an old Mirelurk feasting grounds by Emmett's Causeway. Go there and throw any kind of meat you got into the water. Then with
Cool. I thought you had to have turned in the quest to Cassie to get the Captain's Dance quest, but apparently not, because he was running out to get me. Well, I don't want to do Blood Tide yet, because that has us going all the way down there. That's a long way to go. So, Rite of Passage, where does that have us going? That's pretty far too, to be honest. Well, let's level up at least. Get more Action Boy going on. And then if we're going to be kind of heading down toward, you know, the southwest part of the map, we may as well start doing the main quest of Far Harbor. So, Where You Belong, let's get that tracked. And, yeah, I guess we'll just go to Acadia and talk to Kasumi. And here we are back in Acadia. And I'm going to go ahead and first probably talk to Dejin and Cog if I can find them. See if we can solve some of our heavier ammo and grenades and stuff. Maybe buy some 5mm rounds. Oh good, and he sells a lot of cannonballs, so that'll come in handy. But no 5mm rounds. Alright, well, I was able to buy a lot of cannonballs, so now that I know he sells so many, we can be a little bit more liberal with our use of the broadsider. And Cog sells 5mm rounds, alright. Okay, let's have a chat with Kasumi.
Circuitry is completely fried.
Kasumi Nakano?
Sorry, I'm right in the middle of something.
I'm a detective. I was hired to find you.
You're a what? You came all this way for me? Look, my mom and dad, I mean, those people that were taking care of me, they wouldn't want me back. Not if they knew the truth.
Kasumi, listen to me. You're not a synth.
Believe me, I've thought about that. I thought if I just left, it would be easier for them. I've been lying to you this whole time.
You haven't replaced anyone. Kenji and Rei are still your parents.
Look, I get it. They hired you to bring their daughter back. Acadia isn't what I thought it was. I can't leave until I've gotten to the bottom of it.
Fine. It's your choice, Kasumi.
Thank you. Wait, you find things, track down answers. What if I told you that there's a secret?
All right. I'm listening.
Okay. Where to begin? You saw all those computers that Dima's hooked up to, right? Well, Faraday asked me to help do some repairs on them, and that's when I see it. Data models Dima has been making. One was the fog taking over Far Harbor. Another was a nuclear detonation on the island. What if Dima is so open and welcoming because he's actually hiding something from us?
Personally, I find calculated mass murder to be very soothing.
Look, help me out, and if I'm wrong, you can make all the jokes you want. Now, I've tried doing some digging on my own, but I keep seeing Dima, Faraday, and Chase head into the laboratory. There's actually a storage space right next to there. I've also tried breaking into Faraday's.
This'll be easier if I just talk to Dima.
Alright. Good luck.
Okay. Antifreeze bottle. I feel like... Did we not get that last time? Maybe the... you know, it's probably been so long that the the junk items here have reset. Because what, we were here... Episode 3? So yeah, it's been a while.
Dima.
Is there anything I can do?
Kasumi says she's seen parts of your memories. Death projections.
That's unfortunate.
Uh-huh.
Please. This is a matter best left to me and my advisors. Those projections were merely to help us realize the cost of inaction.
If this thing involves the whole island, then you need help.
I suppose there's something to be said about refusing help. There's a conflict that's been brewing on this island.
Simply put, they want to kill each other.
We've tried to stay neutral, but Far Harbor was going to be wiped out by the fog.
And I was friends with the previous leader of the Children of Adam.
Which was a mistake, because Martin is gone and the new confessor, Tectus, is completely insane.
He's been threatening us.
Dima's earliest memories are stored in the military computer banks in that base.
But now Tectus is in charge.
But we do know that I spent nearly a century on this island alone.
So what can I do to help?
If you're willing to retrieve what I've lost, and bring my memories back to me...
You'll have to get through the Children of Adam's base.
Then, once you get to the memory banks, you'll have to use a special program Dima and I have been working on to bring...
It's not going to be like a normal hack. I've loaded the program with some instructions.
I'll get your memories, Dima.
If we're lucky, the pre-war defenses have kept the Children of Adam at bay. One more thing before you leave. Whatever you do, don't assault the Children of Adam directly. Our ultimate goal must be to bring peace.
There we go. And I guess we'll go back to Kasumi.
Turns out Dima's earliest memories are in the hands of the Children of Adam. He's afraid of what they're gonna find.
So, is that what those death projections were about? Or is he still hiding something? Do you have a way in? Into his memories?
I got this program that Faraday and Dima wrote.
Really? How would that work?
Uh-huh.
I wonder if... Oh, but that's it. I'm sorry, I'm making assumptions.
If all I find in those memories is just 100 years worth of Dima staring at a wall, yeah, I'm gonna be really annoyed.
Well, if you did, that's almost good, right? That means they're harmless. Anyway, good luck.
Yeah, so... I drank a Nuka-Cola Dark because I thought it was like a normal beer that would give you bonus charisma, but it's not. But they were just orange speech checks and not red, so we are still good anyway. Alright, off to the Children of Adam. And yeah, this is actually a trip I've been kind of looking forward to, because I want to see how the minigun performs here. We're going to run into a lot of animals, I think. A few anglers, some yaguai. So, yeah, I'm curious to see how it goes. There's some yaguai down there. $36 damage for one shot? That seems good, considering how fast this thing fires. I think they started running away, but they should be coming after me. I can't actually see where they are. And now I'm just in caution? Where are you at, yaguai? Here we go. Can see a little bit better from here. Yeah, that's pretty good. And then what we've got, a angler over there somewhere. I hit it. Oh, it's a glowing angler. Not a whole lot of damage on it with this thing. I'm assuming it counts as an animal. Kinda wish it would get closer. Maybe it is. Oh, it's a legendary. Okay. Where is it? Well, it got closer. And that took a lot of ammo. But we got it. Okay, never-ending hunting rifle. Probably gonna end up having to drop that, I'm guessing, but who knows. Let's see, where's the other angler? It's right here, isn't it? That's the minigun. It's okay, I did miss a lot of shots I should have hit right there. And apparently these trappers forgot about me already. Oh, really? That didn't hit? There we go. They've already taken damage from something. It's kind of odd. Stuff. Ah! I do still wish this thing was more accurate, but what can you do? Whoa, you're close. Is that guy taking... Oh, have they just taken radiation damage? Is that it? Yikes. Cool. Okay, you need to remember I have a jetpack for melee enemies. Forget sometimes. Hi? Double checked the house, there weren't any more trappers that I've forgotten about, so we're gonna just keep on trucking along. And fight some more trappers. Really? How did those both miss? There we go. Don't you come running at me. That's aggressive. Where's this guy? Where are you, dude? There you are. Got you. And your turret. Still in danger, huh? There we go. Wow, a 308 combat rifle.
Got it.
Yeah, the game is really trying to give me missiles. Oh, whoops. Okay, easy on the trigger button there. I feel like I'm lucky that didn't hurt me. Jeez. Anyway, 9 missiles, but yeah, too heavy. We didn't bring the missile launcher with us anyway. Some wolves down here. Alright, there should be one more. There you are. Gotcha. And let's see, do we let these guys fight it out again? Alright. If you're here for YOLO, this is round 2. We've got the fearsome angler, just a basic variety one. And coming to meet him is challenger, the terrifying fog crawler. And the angler is already firing shots at the fog crawler, getting that ranged advantage. But he's closing the gap himself. I don't know if that's a smart move from the angler. His aim leaves something to be desired too. We're seeing some big hits. Mostly, well, kind of big hits on either side, maybe. Yeah. Alright, we got some burn damage going on. And these guys are trading blows. It is... oh, yeah. To no one's surprise, the fog crawler is coming out ahead, though. And he's got a big jumping slash attack there. And another big jumping slash attack to finish off the no, the angler's still alive. I just couldn't see him advance. Alright, can the angler make one? Nope. Wait. Angler's gonna make a last-ditch effort to pull ahead. But... fog crawler needs maybe 1 or 2 more hits. And the angler goes down, but it, put forth a valiant effort. Congratulations to the fog crawler. You'll get him next time, angler. Let's go meet these folks.
Richter, please, you can't do this. We've
It's
been loyal.
Grand Zealot to you, and your dedication is coming to doubt. You need to prove your faith. One of you may return to the fold. The other will return to Adam.
Richter, this is insane. You can't expect us to...
Will there be anything else?
That'll be all, sister.
Thank you, Grand Zealot.
You. What are you doing here? Did Far Harbor send you?
It's okay. I'm not from Far Harbor. I'm from the Commonwealth.
Quite the journey.
Uh-huh. I'm interested in joining. Sign me up.
Decisions of who may enter our family we leave to Adam.
All right. I'll do what Adam requires.
Then let us hope he deems you fit. There is a small spring not far from here. Drink from it. Follow where it leads.
Sounds easy enough. Okay, so we can go ahead and drink from the spring, and then we're pretty close to doing the captain's dance, so yeah, let's do both of those, and I think that's probably going to be enough for today. I think that should wrap things up. We can take out some of these gulpers along the way. There's one. And there's gonna be more. Oh, we're still in hidden somehow. There's another. Just young gulpers. Nothing too crazy. And... huh, alright. I thought for sure we'd have, like, more advanced variants. And that one goes down too. Okay, let's drink from the spring. and we'll follow the ghostly figure, which I may end up just kind of cutting out. It's the same journey every time. And here we are. Followed the ghostly figure. Now we've just got some ghouls to take out. If we can actually hit them. There we go. And a few of these guys. I think that was a rotting one. I think there's maybe a few rotting ones, right? Yep. Let's see. You're sleeping, aren't you? Indeed. And then we've got this guy over here. Looks like he's chowing down on something delicious. And we're all set. Alright, we find the text. Use that to open the terminal.
Mother? Could that be the password?
And we've got the mother icon. Okay, so that actually took us... Wow, that actually took us pretty far south. So I think we'll... Yeah, let's just go back up and drop the meat in the water. Just go back up north. Oh, we also leveled up. So... Hey, let's get the final rank of Action Boy. And I think I'm going to drink a Nuka grape. Get rid of those rads. Irradiated Yaguai. Hello. One shot from the instigating harpoon gun. Alright, and I think this is like tons of mirelurks out here, if I remember correctly. Oh yeah, lots of them. Got the exterminator's harpoon gun for these guys. There's a glowing mirelurk. Let's see. Kind of work my way around a little bit. Because we don't want to go in deep water with the power armor. And visibility is really bad. Some of them hit. Hey, you. Oh, you're running away? One harpoon back. Come on. Okay, well there's Dottie. Don't see any more wildlife out here, so... Let's do the captain's dance. At first, I think I am going to take a Medics for the poison resistance. And then let's just drop some Mirelurk meat into the water. Oh. A legendary blood rage. These guys are kind of crazy. Yikes. And now he's going to deal more damage. Play a little ring around the rosy with him. Ooh, there we go. And this is garbage. Yeah, get out of the way, Dottie. Okay, here we go. Another piece of meat. Wait, I got an illness. What did I get? Parasites? Let's just take care of that. I have plenty of antibiotics. Alright, we got a hunter. And a king. King is dealt with pretty easily. Poison damage hardly does anything to me. And now the queen. Oh yeah, we got floating flechettes too. Okay, maybe we pull out the broadside over this. Well, that was maybe a tad anticlimactic. I didn't expect the broadside to just finish it off like that. I guess it's not that surprising though. It hadn't mutated. It was at maybe like 60 to 70% health. And the broadside, we already saw it do a ton of damage against the queen at the castle. But yeah, for our troubles we get a poisoner's operator's armband. And of course Queen Mirelurk meat. I guess I have the carry weight for it. I might as well. Gotta love the floating flechettes. Alright, Captain's dance is done. Now where to? Alright, well, let's just head back to the Nucleus. I kinda don't feel like calling it a day out here in the middle of nowhere is the best idea. I'd like to at least be somewhere, I don't know, somewhat safe. And yeah, that was a pretty easy trip. Nothing really encountering us along the way.
You're back. More than I expected. Did Adam reveal something to you?
I drank from the spring, and a woman led me to this icon. Does this mean something?
A woman? Led you to that icon? What woman?
It was otherworldly. The woman, she was like a living shadow, cloaked in mist.
Adam above. You really did see her. The mother is a messenger from Adam. She's the one who led the first of us to this place. If you are prepared to take the next step, then I believe there is a place for you among Adam's children.
I am ready to follow his path.
Then it will be so. Head inside and present the icon to the High Confessor once you've spoken with him, you should come see me. Have a task I think you'd be useful for. And here, some more appropriate attire. But know this, we are all devoted servants to Adam here. Welcome, brother.
Alright, we've got the wonderful Robes of Adam's Devoted, which we won't be using on this run. And Visions in the Fog is completed. So yeah, we'll get to go in and infiltrate the Children of Adam. But I think that is going to have to wait for next time. Yeah, I think this is where I'll call it an episode for now. So yeah, a pretty fun first day in Far Harbor. I'm pretty happy with the weapons I chose. And really happy about the suggestion to go back and get the Hunter's Minigun. It's working out pretty well, I think. So, yeah, join me next time as we continue through Far Harbor. And until then, have a good one.